comes uninhibited, and she's secretly.
See, my older sister got arrested there. She would take on a different personality. So her name was Nina, but when she drank, we call her Natalie.
Ooh, okay.
See what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a difference in the personalities.
I got
certain
you.
people drink.
Definitely. Ready? Try to have Oh, why? I'm having a good time.
She's enjoying herself, guys.
Oh,
Ready?
I don't like sweet. This one's a little better. Okay.
Okay. That's how I know.
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
The S.STREET Media sign us up.
Yes. Have you heard that before? Oh gosh.
Online. No. Oh, thank you.
The S.STREET Media opening. Countdown is happening. Remember, after the hand claps.
How y'all doing? This is Coach D and it's Code 31. And I got 3 special ladies in the house tonight. And I want y'all to introduce yourselves. So we're going to start right here.
Hey, shout out to Code 31. I'm sorry, I'm so excited. I don't know why you just made me, your intro made me so excited. But I'm Shy. I am a co-host of the Fine Wine Good Times podcast. You guys can find me on Instagram at I'm Shy, CHEY with 2 underscores. And you can find me on TikTok at CSmiz at CEESMIZZ. Don't forget to subscribe to that Fine Wine and Good Times podcast.
Okay.
I am Tracy Brown, also a host of Fine Wine and Good Times. I'm a best-selling author. My latest novel, Hold You Down, is in stores worldwide, everywhere books are sold. It has great Essence magazine called it the #1 book to read this winter. So if you didn't read it in winter, it's a new season, it's spring. Go get that.
Yes, period.
I'm the third wheel. I'm just Tamika. I'm the co-host of Fine Wine and Good Times. You can find me at Meek_FWGT1.
Okay. And before we even get started, I want to shout out my sponsors for tonight's show, which is No Saleh, which is my last name backwards, which means my parents have sponsored the show for the whole month.
Shout out
to the parents.
Shout out to the
Because
friends.
what happened is my mom, she was in the hospital maybe last month, and so I missed 2 shows. So she was like, well, since you missed 2 shows, we're going to sponsor your show for the next month.
Oh, that's really
So shout out to
nice.
mom.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
Yes.
My other sponsor, you met her, Hot Grid from Midwest Superb Cleaning Service. I met her through TikTok. I heard it getting ready to get rid of TikTok.
I hope not.
I met
hope
her
so.
through TikTok.
Can they get rid of TikTok? Like, it's such a phenomenon. I feel like people will riot in the streets if they try to take
I love
They're really trying to do that.
Yeah.
Because I guess we're being informed about too much through TikTok.
Okay.
So I'm the only one that think that TikTok should go.
Your
No, I'm not gonna say that it should go, but it's a lot of people like you know what I was telling you about the drinking. I
Yes.
feel like TikTok is like alcohol or a drug for some.
It can be.
Where
Mhm.
they never had this kind of attention before, and they go viral, and they forget about the ones that actually supported them before they got to the viral
Okay.
sensation part, you know?
Right.
Okay.
And then they start feeling themselves.
That happens.
How far are they going though?
Okay, so say you've never been viral, right?
Mhm.
And you get on TikTok, and you're so humble after the first 1K. Oh my God, I'm so grateful. Thank you guys for getting me there. Then you get to 2, and then 3, then 5, and then 7, and then you can't talk to me?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
Right.
It goes to their head. Next
But
thing
you
you know,
got a DM them.
Okay.
You a celebrity now?
Right.
'Cause see, I'm around celebrities in
Yes.
real life.
Exactly.
So when you're trying to come for me and say, well, I have 7 kids, you
Yeah.
only have 3.
So
But I'm there in real life, bro.
Exactly. You put in real work.
I got you on camera.
Yes. You put in real work.
Real
That's
life.
it.
And to be honest with you, ladies, there's a campaign that don't rock with Code 31 on TikTok.
Oh,
Is
really?
there now?
Yeah.
Oh, we gonna put an end to that today.
It's okay though. Like I said, I don't worry about social media because when
Right.
you see me in real life, it's Code 31
Okay.
everywhere I go.
Let's
So,
go.
but now we're gonna get back because the focus is you ladies tonight. So we're gonna start with you with your book and all
Okay.
that stuff. So what made you want to become an author?
Writing was my passion my whole life. Like, you know how you have that thing you do to cope with life, whether it's singing, dancing,
Mhm.
you know, for me, it was always reading first. And that turned into me feeling like, I could do this. Let me create my own story. So as a kid, if we were all friends as kids, I would write stories and make us characters in it. And all my
That's
friends
fun.
loved it, you know. But it's one of those things where you never know if the people around you are saying they like it just because they like you.
Yes.
So when I was about 28, I went to a poetry slam, and on a dare, I got up on stage and did one of my poems called "The Slums of Shaolin."
Yeah.
All right, if you was here, I'm gonna give you a little taste. I'm gonna give you a little taste. Snap me up first. All right. A village known as Shaolin is where my home is found, where the souls of our ancestors slaves nestle the earth of sandy ground. F. Richmond Town, the mansions and all the historic homes. I'm talking about Stapleton, the Hill, the Harbor, now born in the Markham homes. Shaolin's where every hood stands tall and proudly waves its flag. Let's go on a tour of the borough I'm from. Excuse me if I tend to brag.
Thank you. I am from Southside. We gotta do better. Southside, the queen, we gotta do a little better. She just came in.
Thank you.
Look,
The audience liked it too. I got a standing ovation. And as I came off stage, this lady stopped me and said, "You're really a good writer. You should write books." And honestly, it's like one of those light bulb moments.
Mhm.
I went home that night, started my first novel, and the rest is history.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how many books are we talking?
This is number 11.
Whoa.
Yes, number 11. Just completed number 12,
Wow.
which will be out in winter of 2024. Thank you.
Listen, I'm gonna need to chop it up with you because I've been wanting to do a book on my workers' comp experience, on my basketball experience, because you know I had a professional basketball career.
I didn't know that. Okay,
that
Coach D, that makes sense.
I
Okay.
was pursuing when I got injured on my job
Oh,
at
wow.
work, and they just took that dream away. So,
Oh yeah, girl, that sounds like a story. You know, I'm
And then
always.
when my brother passed in 2009, I took over his basketball team, and it was like, well, you're not your brother, so you can't do it. But if he taught me everything I know,
Right.
why do you
Yeah.
think I
Just
can
as
do it?
good.
So
Right.
of course I killed it.
Of
You know,
course
you
I
did.
took 200 kids that nobody knew.
Mm.
We won a lot of tournaments. I made a lot of male coaches mad.
Right.
Okay.
Period.
So I kind of walked away from that because, you know, the hate was real and
Yeah.
That's crazy.
cheating to win games and stuff.
Okay,
I
we
Yeah,
don't
bribing
need to-
and all that. They do
don't need
be
to
bribing.
do all that.
in competitive, this is like at the kids sports?
Yeah, basketball.
Yeah, like that's
It's-
crazy.
Okay, so I coach from age 8 to unlimited,
Oh.
boys and girls.
Oh.
But I feel like the challenge was more for me to coach the boys.
Yes.
You know why? Because when I walked in there as their coach the first day, they was like, "You got a female
A woman,
coach."
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
You know where I'm from, right?
Yeah.
Southside, right? You know where I'm from, right? So I was like, "Can you just close the window everything real quick?
Okay.
Give me the rock." And so I got down in the paint.
Okay.
They was like, "Oh,
Respect. Okay. Had to earn it.
Yeah, I had to earn it. I
Yeah.
had to earn it. But like my brother, he prepared me since I was maybe 10 years old.
Okay.
Like he threw a baseball at me the first time, see if I would quit. Then at 12, when I played basketball, he knocked me to the ground.
Oh,
see if I
okay.
would- I'm like, I'm not gonna quit, Mark. But if you do this to me again, I'm gonna tell Dad.
Right. You only get one
Straight
time.
like that.
Do
I'm
not
telling
do
you, I'm not even gonna go to Mom with it because you already know my mom. She's crazy. That's why I tell everybody. I'm only scared of God and Mommy in that order.
Smart.
And she's gonna be 82 in May.
Okay.
And she's
Still
still
doing
doing
it.
it.
Yes.
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 Oh,
Still
love that.
scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she keeps the humility in me. Like when I interviewed Ice-T, I came home, I was so excited. I'm like, oh my God, Mommy, I interviewed Ice-T. She said, "That's nice, baby. Go take care of your father. Put the garbage out. Wash the
Okay.
dishes."
That part.
Right.
Okay.
I'm like,
But that's good. You need
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
to keep
Bring you
grounded
back
like that. Yeah,
Yes.
bring you back to earth.
yes. So now we're gonna move on to you, young lady.
Yes. The diva.
Yes, the
No,
diva.
No,
I'm not a diva.
Yes.
You're not a diva,
No,
but you're
I'm
like
gonna correct
the
you.
diva.
Give my mic right. I'm
not a
gonna
diva.
correct her. I'm gonna correct
So
her.
let us know
You
a little
are.
bit about Tamika.
Yeah.
Who is Tamika?
Oh my God, I don't know. I never talk about myself. I don't know. You would have to ask somebody else that.
Who are you?
Who am I? Let me see. Let me Tamika. I'm a mother of 3. I
Yes.
just became a grandmother.
Congrats.
My friend gave me this opportunity. My girl Tracy gave me this opportunity to co-host a podcast with her, and I jumped on it because I like to debate, as they call it.
Yeah.
I like to drink.
Yes.
I like to laugh,
Mm-hmm.
and so I enjoy doing this podcast right now. Other than that, I live
just
a private,
you.
quiet life.
Yes.
Yeah, raise my kids,
Yes.
and small business owner here and there.
Okay.
Yeah,
So if there's anything outside of podcasting that you could do, what
would
would
it
that
do?
be?
Out of podcasting.
Yeah, if you weren't doing podcasting and being a mom and grandma.
She's the director of a nonprofit. Tamika's being very humble. Tamika's being very, very humble right now, and I'm allowing it, because you didn't ask me. But since she's being humble, I'm gonna let you know that she is the director of a nonprofit. She's so humble. She doesn't like to talk about herself, but she is an estate manager. She is matriarch to many. She is a badass, and she's the comic relief on the podcast. You never know what's gonna come out of her mouth.
Okay.
She's
Okay.
a straight
All of
shooter.
that.
Yes, she's a dope friend
Everything
and
she
more.
said.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So now we're moving on to Cheyenne.
Yeah.
All right. So you tell me about you.
Oh.
How did we get to this point?
How
with
long
the
you
podcast?
got?
Okay.
Hey, girl.
Okay, so I'll start by saying as a kid, I always just loved to be, I'm not going to say the center of attention, but like, I just like to, I like to entertain
Yeah.
and I like to be nosy. I like to just be around, like in the mix, but not really in the mix because I'm shy at the same time. Shy.
I got the chorus.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, I started a YouTube channel when I was like freshman year of college, which was like 2016.
Okay.
And I did it all wrong. I wish I would have known the rules or something because I was getting views. Like even my YouTube is still up there. Shy's Time is still up there. I still have hella subscribers, hella views, and it's just because I didn't know the rules of copyright.
Oh.
And all of my videos have music in it. I do like music parodies, like I did. I don't know if you.
So
what was that?
remix all of those. Remix them.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know like it was. illegal
Okay.
to post those. And then once you get to where you are, because I could have been monetized, but I can't because all of my videos are copyrighted. So that's kind of why I gave up the YouTube thing. Like
Nah,
everybody's
you
like,
should bring it back.
I
Remix them.
did have a
all
lot
the
of
time.
fun. I did have a lot of
Yeah,
fun. And
remix
now I
all
know a
those
lot of the
videos.
rules. Like you could tweak some a little bit, like tweak the
Yes.
sound,
Yes.
tweak the pitch
Yeah.
a little bit so it doesn't sound like that exact song.
Mhm.
But it's still up there. Like all my videos is up there. I did a Get Ready With Me. I did me and my mother, we went to the Giants game. We had we ate all the food there. It was
Yeah.
cool. It was cool.
What college did you go to?
I went to Wagner. Whoa. Okay, so that's a long story too. That's why I'm glad we got 29 more minutes.
Shots time.
Yes.
And that's why I want to be the advocate for high school students transitioning to college.
Okay.
Because me transitioning to college, I didn't do nothing wrong because I learned from everything. But it was like my first school I was up in Boston. I wanted to go away. Just to get the feel of it. I've always been home. I'm very family oriented. Like that's just me. So I went to Boston. The school was Mount Ida College. Emphasis on the was because that shit is not. Excuse me. That is not. What is
changed
it?
the name of
They,
it now?
no, they went bankrupt
Oh.
and they shut the school down. So now it's just
So
UMass.
non-existent.
It's non-existent.
They
Yeah.
don't feel like
Literally. So
Yeah.
I'm
They
glad I
don't
wasn't a
want the money.
senior because all the seniors lost all their credits. They had to do another year at
Oh,
another
you
school.
kidding me?
That school was really
Wow.
effed up. It really was.
Oh,
and
that's
they just got
wild.
word on the campus was they just got an $8 million donation. The
That they-
president said, "I'm out of here. I'm closing the school. School went bankrupt. How you go bankrupt? Y'all just got an $8 million donation.
Took
Yeah.
the
And
bread.
your tuition is
He took the
$60,000. Are
bread. He
you
took the
kidding me?
bread.
It's the American way.
Right,
Yes.
but even
I
before
want
that,
my money
I'm
back.
lucky. Like,
Right.
that's what I'm
2
saying
years of
too.
tuition. Cash and money.
Exactly, because I did do it. I went for 2 years. I was a dental hygiene major,
Yeah.
and I was really trying to be a orthodontist.
Now my best friend is a dental hygienist, so shout out to her.
Yeah,
She
shout out
got
to her,
beautiful
for real.
teeth too. I mean, if there
Yes.
is a commercial for
Yes.
good dental work, it's my girl right
So what,
here.
you lost interest in that field?
You know, I had dealt with in Boston. I'm out of New York. It's my first time out of New York. My mother's nowhere around. I have no family. I have to do everything on my own. So there was a woman who was my advisor at that school, and she basically just threw me away. She gave me all the wrong classes. I didn't have any dental classes. My friends in the dental, they was doing
It
labs
was a
and
conspiracy.
in people's teeth.
Ah,
Meanwhile, I'm taking a damn Spanish class.
yeah.
Wow.
Learning
Yeah.
how to say teeth
She
in
didn't have
Spanish.
the, she didn't have the complexion for the protection.
Oh,
okay,
gotcha.
The
Right.
lady ended up getting fired
Okay.
for
As she should.
prejudicial, whatever, being prejudiced.
Yes.
Yes.
So I was at that school. So dental hygiene, boom. That school went bankrupt. I ended up coming home. I went to Wagner College.
Okay.
Private school. I started going there for pre-dental, but then college is so effed up because they put pre-dental to apply, but they only do that to look good. Because when you go to the school, it's no pre-dental.
Oh wow.
You gotta do biochemistry,
12
anatomy,
spots.
and I'm not me in science.
Me either, girl.
Chemistry,
Yeah.
duh.
Yeah.
Anatomy, duh. I had to take
Yeah.
that shit 3 times.
Yeah.
Duh. Right? So it ended up, and I was like, I'm not about to sit here in college wasting my parents' money,
Yeah.
all because
Right.
I want to be some
Finally,
dentist.
she said that. Finally.
So I switched my major. I
Yes.
switched my major to psychology, and
Yes.
I had a study in a minor in early childhood education.
Nice.
So all of my classes were psych classes. I took a drugs class. I took a child psych class. All of my
Now
classes.
she
were
walks
psych
around the
classes.
house just
Analyzing
analyzing.
Literally, when my nephew was born,
Telling my
I was
sister.
like, yeah, he's in the latency stage. Oh, he's in the oral. Like I like psychology because it's crazy when you're learning it because you're like, damn, this applies to real life,
Absolutely.
and it's just insane. So how I came to be here?
Yeah, speed it up, baby.
Sorry,
I was enjoying the ride.
Oh,
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
It's what, 15 minutes
No,
left?
no, we good. He ain't going on the slide 'cause it's my last one.
Miss Tracy Brown, she did bring up the idea to my mom, and my mom brought it up to me, like, how would I like to be a co-host with them? And I was just like, that's cute.
Yeah.
Like, let's do it. It's not like I only got deterred from YouTube was because vlogging and stuff, you take away from the intimacy of
Yes.
being there.
Yeah.
So but at the podcast, we just talk and it's us and somebody else is doing the camera thing. So
Yes.
it's like I can really be myself.
Yes.
Do what I want, drink some wine.
Yes.
And you know? So I really love it here.
It's
It's
dope.
nice, yes.
Our producer Smoke approached me about doing a podcast, kind of coming from behind the scenes and being a writer and being more of a public figure. So when he asked me, you know, do you have any friends that you think would be great co-hosts? It literally took me seconds to be like, I got the two right away. You know, and once he saw our dynamic with one another, because truly, when we hang out as a group, I often say, yo, if there were cameras following us right now, you know, the views, we'd have trouble. We'd be in trouble, first of all, probably under arrest a couple times. You know, perhaps deported, but you know, I knew it would be entertaining for the people. And it really is just an organic coming together of the three of us. And what you see is what you get. You just feel comfortable with one another.
And when did you start the podcast?
Last year, so we're a year old.
Okay.
We're gonna have a party.
I think in May, right?
Yes, May is our 1 year
Oh, May.
anniversary.
Okay.
We actually started filming in March of last year. We went public in May, so
Okay.
we're right in
Alright.
that season right now.
I love that.
I like a party.
I need to be part of that.
Yes, you have to come to the party. It's gonna be a party.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, we got the food going, we got wine always.
We'll get you some sparkling cider.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I keep forgetting.
Sparkling cider or
She wants the wine coolers. We got Mike's Hard.
Yeah, Mike's
We
Hard.
don't get
Okay.
that.
We got you.
I do that with you.
All right.
All right. Because, like I said, I start breakdancing in it. No, my limitation.
She just said she wants to break this.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my thing. Yeah, I will start breakdancing.
Okay.
We don't want
We want to see that.
Nah.
No, not yet. No.
When she heals, when she heals.
Just the pop block to me. Like, we don't need the whole. You gotta
Now,
spend
you
on
know
the
the
food.
shoulder, the shoulder's part of the
Oh, that's part of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Don't bring it up.
You gotta pass it. You're past it. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. You can do it over there. Don't pass it over here.
Don't come over here with that shit. Okay, so we almost at 1 year. So
Yes.
what would be the pros and cons of doing a podcast?
I think the pros are definitely it's fun. You know, we're having a great time doing it. We've been exposed because it's fine wine and good times to some of the best wines from around the world. Many of them Black-owned brands. Shout out to the McBride sisters who are constant favorite. Yes, they are our favorites. And just getting to spend time with my girls, I think, are the upside. What would you say are the negatives?
I don't think there are any negatives.
I would say I have not. It's not a negative, but it's just like our scheduling because we all have our lives outside of it, and it's not difficult because we have our set thing. But when we have to like do something else, it's hard to get us all like on one accord.
But that's because Cheyenne's young. She got a lot going on.
She
is.
I
I'm
guess
at
for
home,
me,
you know, basically.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. How does it feel to do a podcast with your mom
Good question.
and you know, the older generation? Because you're excuse me.
So, all right, because I feel seasoned. I do feel seasoned.
I like
All right, I do feel old.
veterans.
All right.
Classic.
All right, carry on. Carry on.
OGs.
No.
She said that.
Veterans. Okay.
I'll even take auntie, but older just sounds.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
sorry. Is season better?
Season is great.
Okay.
No Lowry's on me.
Yes. I'm 52 years old.
Because you don't look at both.
No, not at all.
Thank you. I want to thank my mother, Dolores Nelson.
Yeah, shout out to her.
Yes.
G-Food. But yes, how does it feel?
I
Tell
love
the
it.
truth.
No, sometimes,
No pressure.
sometimes there are topics where we just like, not clash, but it's just like, okay, you know. But other than that, we just have fun because this is how we is in the house.
Differentiate. Okay, she still is my mom. She still is my child.
But Cheyenne is grown. She's
Yes.
26.
Yes.
I'll be 26.
She's
Yes,
26.
ma'am. Okay.
I would say one thing is, for not speaking for you, but we tend to talk over Cheyenne a lot. Like me and Tracy.
yes.
We
When
do.
we get in, like she be trying to like double dutch in, just
Especially when the
in.
wine is here. Yes, especially when that's involved.
When I look back and I'm like, oh Cheyenne, I cut you off. I know she wanted to make a good point. I'm
Yes.
sorry. So
Yes.
I have to, just make sure I
Yeah, that's
keep my
probably
baby.
yeah.
I'm
But
sorry.
that's we working on that. I'm working to be like
Yeah.
I gotta be
me
more
and
loud.
Smoke. We
You gotta be loud,
get a
girl.
little bell. It's my turn now.
I like
I
that.
had a thought.
Yeah, let me get that sound.
I have my own separate sound effects.
Okay.
I got the bell. I got the horn. What you got?
It's fast. Yes, I'll do the doorbell. It's fascinating though to watch them two as mother and daughter because they don't have the conventional mother-daughter relationship. Tamika does it son her for the most part. You know, they're very free. They speak very freely to one another, and I think that's what makes their relationship. So if I had a mom relationship like that, like there's nothing I wouldn't tell my mother. Like, and they are just very open and real with one another. It's nice to observe.
Yeah, that's how we are at home. So
I have one more question for you about the book. What's your blueprint to making your book since you have 12?
I don't want the reader to ever be bored. So from the very first sentence, first page, I want to snatch your attention and hold it. So I tend to start off with a real provocative first sentence, you know, or first scene. And then I want to make sure that the drama doesn't, you know, stop. And I won't pretend like it's all me. It's important. We were talking earlier about remaining humble, being able to hear the people around you and the advice they give you. So my editor, Monique Patterson, she really lets me know the truth. Like you get a lot of yes men. The more you do something, people think you got it. They're like, yeah, it's great, it's wonderful. She's the type, I love her because she'll let me know, all right, you were doing well, but around chapter 4, I snoozed. You know, and that'll let me know, all right, well, let me get back in there. You know,
I'm one of those. Shout out to Jerry, because when I was doing my first issue of the magazine, he's like, yo, D,
this is good.
Snot shoes.
Okay.
Like,
that's valuable feedback.
He said, I need Code 31 to come out and like show the world what you could do with your first magazine. I'm like, you're right, Jerry.
And it helps you.
He calls me every morning. Like he gets to me every morning. Like, yo, D. Yo, when I did the TikTok edition, he's everything's falling,
Lines and bread.
So he stays on me. So shout out to Jerry.
And
because I only wanted to do one magazine actually with like all my accomplishments.
And look at you
like,
now.
He's like, no, you gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going.
Right.
So then, you know, God is good. So I would really like to do a couple of books.
We'll definitely
chop
it up.
But before we end, because this is how I met you through music.
Yes.
So tell me about the music.
Woo, okay. So when people ask me about music, I just, I love it. Like, I love music ever since a kid. Like, I just love listening to music. It calms me down. It puts me in a good mood, puts me in a sad mood, you know.
Come from a musical field.
Exactly. Yes. And it's therapy for me. So for me making music, my first song ever, it was a diss song.
Oh, talk about it.
Can we find out to
my bully in 4th grade.
Okay.
It was called Don't Mess Pig Feet. We call it Pig Feet. It was called Don't Mess With Me.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom found out some dirt on her, gave me some dirt on her, so we got it one of
Okay.
So it was called Don't Mess With Me, and the chorus went, don't mess with me. That's all I say. Don't mess with me. You better stay away.
Okay.
Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me.
But what you ready to say is don't mess with me.
I got it. Don't mess with me.
Yes, you can curse. All right. You can curse.
So that was my first thing. Intel actually produced that. You've met Intel.
Yes, Intel.
Yes. He's produced everything I've ever done.
That's a lot.
Because he started it all for my family. Me and my brothers, we all are musically inclined. You know?
You guys are amazing. Like I said, when I met y'all in Staten Island, from Intel to your brother, the humility through all of you guys is amazing. And we need more of that in the world. Because some people I run into, the ego. These people, I'm just like, you do know I don't want to interview you now. Because I'm a boss, so I can do those things.
And what people don't realize is that it's hand in hand. Without the media outlets like yourself, we don't get the exposure that we need for whatever it is that we're doing. So when you have somebody walk in the room like the diva, I don't care how much you've accomplished. I've seen some of the most wealthy people be humble.
Yes.
And then you see some people with 10,000 followers just got the blue check and now they need the red carpet rolled out everywhere they go. It's like, who are you?
I can't talk to you right now.
Right.
That's why I said, don't call me diva. I don't
No,
know if I
you
like
corrected
diva.
me. We had recently went on a trip, and she kept calling me diva every morning because I was coming out with my sunglasses on and my
In the morning.
right. So she kept saying diva, and I was like, don't call me that because there's such a negative connotation with
It
diva.
can be.
But you said a diva is like the word bitch. You said it's a broad in total control of herself. And
Nice.
that's when I embraced the diva
Okay.
moniker. So when I say that to you, I say it with the same energy
Okay.
of
Period.
yes,
Yes,
diva.
bitch.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's
I
why
like
I
that.
corrected her.
I like it to turn that negative into a
Yes,
positive.
she
Yeah, I
corrected
like
me.
that.
We were walking on the beach. I'll never forget it because she totally pivoted my, thought process about that. Yeah, it was another light bulb moment.
So ladies,
Thank
do we
you,
have
girl.
merch for
She
Fine
is-
Wine and
she
Good
is-
Times? We
yes.
have merch?
We do have merch. It's in the works. We have
Okay.
some shirts, some t-shirts, some.
Yes.
I do clothing as well.
Okay.
Okay.
I do a lot.
Period.
I
All
draw,
right.
I do clothing, I do editing, I help people do their own talk show.
Hell, this is 24 hours in a day, D. Where you finding the
Cooking
time to
show.
do all this?
Cooking, like people on TikTok, you know.
Oh.
No, I don't cook.
Oh,
I was spoiled since birth. To have a dad and a mom
Fire.
and a big brother that used to cook for me a lot.
Really?
So when I was gonna
Jealous.
get married, I was gonna go down to the cooking school in New York and get my husband. But I'm a nun now. I don't want to be bothered with nobody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she gonna
I
She gonna
You know, I've been
Celibate?
cheated on and stuff. So you know,
Yeah.
my focus is now
You gotta date
my
yourself.
magazine and stuff.
Right,
Yeah.
you.
No, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, I'm a nut. I don't drink, smoke, sex, none of that stuff.
No
So
sex.
No, I'm
For
focused.
how long?
We'll talk off camera.
Oh,
A long time. All
I mean,
right.
it's my choice, though.
All right.
Don't get it twisted.
No,
Right,
of course.
period.
Of course.
back.
But you gotta get back in the game. You gotta get back in the game after a while. Don't put yourself on too long of a time out there.
Answer one of them DMs. girl.
Okay, because after tonight they going out.
I mean, they've been going out.
Got your pick.
Period.
But nah, I don't want to.
Right.
I'm just.
That's because you don't drink. When you come to find out good times, anniversary
When y'all
party,
get me
when
lit up,
you come to our anniversary party, then
When y'all
we'll
get me
see.
lit up, I'm like,
Okay.
yo, what's up? You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
exactly.
You kind of cute and all that.
Exactly. Stay tuned.
Is this PG? Is this the PG show? Or we could go there.
I mean,
I know we go there on our show. I'm not sure. I know.
When you
Mama's
come to the
watching.
party, watch. Them DMs that night are gonna hit
They're
you.
gonna go bleep, bleep, bleep.
I gotta say.
I did want to say too, for my music thing. And I was
Yes.
talking to them in the car.
Uh-huh.
Well, Tag I'm Lit is out right now on
That's
all
right.
platforms. That's her shit.
Yes.
That's my shit too. I
Yes.
love that song. Also,
Is it on iTunes and everything?
it's on Apple
Everything.
Music, Spotify,
Everything.
Okay.
SoundCloud, all
Okay.
that. Tag I'm Lit with two
Two
T's.
T's.
Featuring Shy, Second Generation Boo, and Alex Wonder. I'm on there. Also, I have a song called OnlyFans. It's on everything as well. It's on YouTube. I have a video actually on YouTube.
OnlyFans.
I
Yeah,
like
but
that title. It's a little provocative. It
Right,
gets the people
but-
going.
But you gotta listen to
Get
it.
it.
Watch the video. It's on YouTube. OnlyFans featuring Intel and Prima 777
Okay.
Okay.
and Shy. That's
And your other brother, he's in the group now?
I wouldn't call it a group. It's just like a family thing. Like my
Okay.
cousin texts me like, "What's up? Let's get in the studio," and then that's it.
Okay.
So it's just like a
Isn't
you know.
that dope?
It
To
is
be
dope.
in such a musical
Yes,
family
yes,
that
it
somebody's
is
like,
dope.
yo, let's just meet at the studio and then you get in there and everybody's vibing.
Right, that happened. Shout out to Intel because he has opened the doors for us in so many
Yeah, I run
ways.
into Young Dirty Bastard all the time. He's a
Yeah,
sweetheart too.
He is
Yes.
very nice. Shout out to him. Intel, he texted us and he was like, let's get in the studio. Like, let's go. It was like actually 88 Keys. Are you familiar with 88 Keys? That's Kanye West's producer.
Okay.
He hit up Intel. He did a few tracks for Intel before, and he hit him up like he wants to get us in his studio, which was actually at his home. So it was very homely. And we went there. and
He's from New York?
We were actually in New Jersey.
Oh, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Don't give no.
That's it. That's all we saying. It's a
I
big thing. It's a large thing.
I wouldn't even remember that.
It
It
was
was
good.
honest.
Yeah.
But we went in there, and honestly, I was thinking like we just gonna be chilling, and then he put on beats. They started. It was Intel, Power, and my other brother Ray.
Okay.
And they just started freestyling. They took out their phones and they spit, and I'm like,
Okay.
oh, we came here to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is for real. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this is 88 keys. I'm not embarrassing
Right,
myself. And I'm
right.
over here
Were you
going,
the only girl?
I was the only girl.
Okay, you
I'm
gotta
the only
represent.
girl in my
I'm
immediate family.
like little Kim says, only female in the crew.
Oh,
right.
And
And she like
that.
Yeah,
you
you
know.
gotta kill that.
Okay, so we did that, and I actually we recorded 2 tracks on the spot.
Love
Okay.
it.
Insane. We ordered food. I had the best. It was a jerk chicken, beef patty,
Okay.
and cocoa bread.
What are you doing
It was
that?
like I don't get
All right,
to
all
play.
right.
I
What
used
they
to
gotta do with
play.
the music? Put you on.
Because
You
know,
are full connoisseur.
I'm a food connoisseur as
Right.
well. I forgot to say that. I ain't in the restaurant, so I love to eat. I'm gonna start a food blog soon.
Okay.
Because I take pictures of my food everywhere. I gotta make them look real nice.
She put us on the.
Oh, I do my
slice.
food critic
She's-
moment on
she's for real.
TikTok.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so we could do that together.
Yeah.
Because have you heard of Keith Lee? Because I'm trying to get on
Yes,
his league.
Keith Lee. Yes,
I'm
yes,
trying to
yes.
get on his level even
Yes.
higher. He got his own.
She's
She's
going
going
high.
He
Keep
goes
going
and
up there.
whatever your food thing is unpopular, he'll come to your shop or whatever,
Yes.
and he'll say, "Oh, I want y'all to try this," and then
And he rates it, and he's like honest.
your store will take off. Like
Oh,
you
he's
have
like
a
a
million.
influencer.
So you want him to come?
Yes,
Yes,
and if you have something
yes.
that you want shown or popular or go
He's
viral,
the guy.
he's the guy when
Yes.
it comes to food.
Yes.
He'll come on and he'll say, "Oh my God, this is amazing."
Oh.
Everybody.
You
But
gonna
what
have-
if it's not amazing?
No, he tells
he
us.
does
He's
that
very.
too.
I'm gonna show
Not
you. Keith. He's
amazing.
I want
very
to
Is that the one
honest.
who blew up Cuts and Slices?
No, cuts and slices.
Cheyenne blew up Cuts and Slices because I hadn't heard
You
about
know,
them
tell
until my
them.
girl came
Tell them
through.
because the line is around the corner now,
Because
and they
of
act
you.
like they don't know.
It's because of you.
What?
It's like
People
they heard
don't
about it
know.
first on
Hold
Fine
on,
Wine
they
and Good
trying to
Times.
give
Yeah.
Shy
They
her
act like
credit.
they don't know.
It
Cuts
was
and
her.
Slices, what
Like,
we
yes.
doing?
First of all, cuts and
You
slices.
need to
When
slice.
I started going to cuts and slices, it was a no line.
Right.
You
Next
could
thing
get
you
an
know,
oxtail pie when they was closing at 10 p.m. because
Okay.
not
Now
that
what's
they
it
didn't
like,
have
Shy?
traffic,
What's it like now, Shy?
but now you can't even. First of all, the oxtail is sold out at 5 p.m.
Okay, so we're not getting like a sponsorship from them?
That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to work. I'm trying to work it up, but you know they get more famous now. I don't think they really want to look at me. But cuts and slices, you know, if you know anybody,
How they
Cuts
not
and
gonna look at
Slices,
Shy?
Come
Like,
on.
Shy's preaching and talking about what he's a magazine. What are we doing
I
here?
need to be their ambassador.
What are we doing
I
here?
need to be their
Speak to
ambassador.
the best we do. Hey, listen, cuts and slices, we need to talk.
Yeah, cut the
okay?
check. Her name
Right.
is Shy
Cut the
Ann.
check.
I've been
Okay.
there. I've tasted almost every slice they've had, and I can rate them.
So we need to go back there now.
Yes.
So let's go.
We need to go back
Let's pull
there.
up.
We need to talk to the whoever, the
Talk to the
the
manager.
CEO,
Can we see
the
the manager,
owner.
please?
We don't want the manager. We want the owner.
Yeah, the owner. I know
We
his
want
brand.
we don't want
Beloved.
we don't want the middleman anymore.
Right,
Mhm.
you're
I'm
right.
sick of the
You're right. We gotta
middleman,
go over his head. You're right.
Unreal.
I agree. So
This-
they've been on
this-
Good Morning America and stuff,
Yes.
you know.
Lori Harvey and Thompson Idris was
Yeah,
pulling up there
they
and everything because
was.
of Shy.
You know who was there the other day?
Yes.
Lena Waithe was there the other day.
Oh, and Questlove was there.
Questlove was there the other day, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really like,
Yes.
you know, when
Yeah.
I first started going there, they was not going
It
there.
wasn't like that.
But you know, ever since, you know, celebrities started
Lena
back in-
Waithe was
But
in
do you
there the
have
other
footage
day.
of you being in there? What you got?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we need to
Absolutely.
put
The
that
first
footage
time
out
I
there.
got a timestamp.
Okay.
The first
To
time I was,
prove
I
that
think
you
it
were
was
the
Tim
originator
Tebow.
there.
What Tim
I think
Slices
this is
evidence.
all mine.
I know
food.
you do.
Okay.
Because
It's
you're a
not
professional.
If it's somewhere new.
And you told us about it. Nobody
Yeah,
was
you
talking
gotta-
about
you
it.
gotta
Now all of a
put that
sudden,
out. You
everybody
gotta say,
knows.
look, I was here when nobody was in here.
Okay.
Can I get my credit?
Right, I just want an
Acknowledgement.
oxtail slice. Like, what's
Can
up?
I get a free? No,
Right.
we
She
got
told
a
us
free
about the
slice.
salmon
We need
Alfredo, the oxtail, all
sponsors.
that came from the
Sponsor.
show.
Slices,
We
exactly.
need y'all to come and
I
cater
they
the
they
show.
gotta sneak it out. They gotta sneak
That-
it collaborate.
You guys need to
That
come
would
and
make it
cater
right.
the show.
Right.
It's only right for them to,
That will
to
make it
provide
right.
the food to go with the wine.
We're willing to drop all charges if
I
you'll
like how
pull
you
up and
think
cater
this
the
is
pie.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Food to go with the wine.
Yes.
Fine wine, good time.
Especially
I
when
love
she
that
pull
part.
up your product anyway.
If you look back, one of our first episodes of Fine Wine, I'm talking about the best thing we ate.
It was
and
right.
it was
That's
cuts
why
and
I'm saying
slices.
they're not giving her her proper credit because the very first time I ever heard about it was from her. I
Mhm.
followed them. Nobody notable was following them.
At the time.
Nobody notable was
Yeah.
following
So
them.
cuts and
Next thing I
slices,
knew,
though. We gotta
there were
make
very
this
notable
right.
people in the building. Thank you, Shy.
Yes.
Show you
Look,
show
cuts
them that
and
commercial
slices.
smile.
Listen, I'm on their phone right here. Cuts and
Cuts
slices.
and slices.
I'm gonna need
Not
somebody.
top model.
Not only
Cuts
cut
and
her a
slices,
check,
Like
but we
this.
need a sponsorship for Fine Wine and good
Yes.
times. Okay,
Yes.
you gonna need y'all to cater
Yeah.
to
Exactly.
their podcast.
Please.
So wait, you said when you were in
accommodate
the
the wine.
stew with the producer that you
Yeah.
had jerk chicken beef patty?
It was a jerk chicken beef
Patty
patty
with
or
cocoa bread?
Yes.
Where they do that?
I got you at the place. It's in Jersey.
Okay, all
I
right.
got you.
All right. We will agree that fine wine, but
Girl, I can talk about food all day.
we will
every
agree
day.
that fine wine.
Okay?
Yes. Yes.
I'm trying to
We like
travel
to
the
eat.
world. Okay.
Yes.
Listen, they get
Thank
Listen,
you.
I was
Go
on 105.1, right?
Okay.
Shout out to Hip Hop Chef DR. He
Yes.
made a sweet potato pie with lobster, shrimp, crab, and spinach.
In the
You know
mom?
how I feel about
Yes,
that.
it was delicious.
I would bust that down.
Sweet
He's coming on my
potato?
show.
I will bust
Yes.
that down.
He's
When he come, can we
Right,
come
right.
back?
Yes.
Okay, because we
Right.
like to be here to let him know if that hits. or
No,
not.
Right.
Okay.
No,
bringing it
I believe you because
Yes, he will.
it's just like eating yams with your food.
Is it
And he's
savory and
diabetic,
sweet?
so
Yes.
Oh.
it's very healthy.
Now,
You said a sweet potato with
Yeah.
shrimp and lobster?
Lobster
shrimp
And
and
spinach.
spinach.
and corn,
And
I believe
corn.
we had.
Ooh.
Yeah, I have it on my page on
Wait a minute.
TikTok.
All right,
and
we're gonna check it
Instagram.
out.
I'm gonna send it to you
Okay.
guys.
All
When I tell you this was
Maybe you can put some mac and
amazing,
cheese.
Okay.
to the point where I'm like, listen, I have to bring you on my show,
Yeah.
and you can bring all that beautiful food with you.
That's please too.
Yeah, because I'm actually doing a chef series, so I'm gonna have them come here
Coach
with the
D.
different.
You need the
Yeah,
food
you need a judge?
connoisseur on
Yeah,
deck
you
or
can
it's
just come in here, be my co-host.
I
on the
see.
show.
I feel like
they
you
begging
need
for
a
That's your
connoisseur.
word.
That's my word. That's my word.
All right, let's do it.
That's my word.
All right, I've been
When I
wanting to
go
do something
to-
like that for
You see how they
so long.
begging for free food?
Ah!
No, she's a food
Minutes to 8. So
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna need all of y'all to tell everybody where they can follow y'all on social media.
Okay.
We're gonna go here.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay, let me see. You can follow me at Meek MEEK _FW WGT Found One of Good Times. Yes.
On
That's me.
Instagram. Yep.
Yes, exactly. And at Fine Wine and Good Times podcast on Instagram. I'm at Tracy Brown Writes on Instagram and everywhere else.
I am at I'm Shy 2 underscores on Instagram. On TikTok, I'm at CSmiz. That's CEESMIZZ. You gotta spell it out for me.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
sometimes I got a list.
And are you guys on TikTok as well?
Yes, we just got up on TikTok. We're gonna
Listen,
keep
y'all.
talking more. If they don't shut it
Y'all.
down, we're gonna
TikTok.
Yes.
What's up,
These
TikTok?
ladies are on TikTok too.
We on
Follow
TikTok.
us.
TikTok.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We made it before it got canceled.
Yes.
Listen, but that's all right because if they do cancel TikTok, y'all can find them on Instagram.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yes.
And Twitter and Facebook.
Everywhere.
And
Facebook,
Go
Twitter.
follow them.
And on
Follow
Apple
them.
Music,
Apple
Pandora,
Music. Nice.
Spotify, we
Nice.
everywhere.
Yes.
Everywhere. I need to be there as well.
Exactly.
I need to be there as
Well,
well.
like that. If you can't watch, you listen.
You can listen, exactly.
All right, guys.
Put that on the shirt.
Yes.
Hold on, before we go, because on three. Listen, ladies, excuse me.
Sorry.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
We
Coach
got
D got a red coach right
All right.
now. Ladies, let's bring it in, all right?
We need that, coach.
On three, I need you guys to say it's code 31. Ready?
Okay, yes.
1, 2, 3.
It's code 31.
Thank the ladies of Fine Wine and Good Times for coming on my podcast. I'm gonna be coming on their podcast. We're gonna be building. Me and Shy gonna be doing our chef
Yes.
things over here. And these ladies are welcome to come back as well. Whatever you
We're
guys
coming
want.
for the food.
We're coming for the food, guys. Listen, this is the last show of March, and until May,
Women's Month.
I will see you guys in May because I gotta heal my knee.
Yes.
But like I said, y'all can come get all these magazines and Cheyenne.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Show them.
So y'all gotta come and support the magazine, and all these ladies will be featured in future magazines.
Yes.
That's absolutely
Shout
correct.
out to S.STREET Media,
Yes.
my home. Y'all should be on YouTube right now watching us. Shout out to Smoke.
Yes. Hey,
For the
Smoke,
phone
hold
calls,
you down.
yeah,
Media
that's
stores
what we
everywhere.
do.
Books and
Code
stuff.
31 Media.
Yes.
Fine Wine, a good time. Get the book.
Okay, hold
Get the
it
12 books that she has.
all
out.
of them. Get
And
all of them.
we will see y'all in May. It's Coach D and it's code 31.
Cheers! Hey.
Southside, Jamaica, Queens, and Staten Island. We here, baby. Let's go. Okay, let's go.
Oh, good. This was fun.
Yes.
If you hate it, I like this one.
I drank the whole thing.
This was better.
Give me some.
Yeah, drink this one. Drink this one. Look, we don't drink this one. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes, we need to see pictures.
Yes, gotcha.
Oh, Jesus!
That's worse.
No, the first one is not.
It's not good. I like